Greetings everyone, it's Gryfer here. I'll bring you a replay of my own game from Silver League in Ranked on the NA server. As you can see, we're on Warriors Path. There is a bug so you can't see the enemy team, but obviously there's CVs. We've got a Perbita, we're up against the Lexington, we've got a Vladivostok, a Brandenburg, an Edinburgh, a Kid, and myself in a Cossack. Cossack, I believe, is a very strong boat in general, a tier 8. She has 4 turrets, 2 barrels each of 120mm guns, good HE, a good AP. She has 1 rack of torpedoes that reloads about every 60 seconds. I've done superintendents, I've got 7 smokes, which are quick deploy, speed boost, and some defensive hydro. I am obviously running RDF. Now, we are in arms race mode. I've asked my CV to cover the heal as I approach, because I would like to procure that for my team. Because in ranked, if you get a heal and you survive, comes in damned useful. Can't tell you what's on the enemy team other than the Lexington at the moment. I do believe that there is a Hyesyang, there is a Le Fantasque. I believe there is a Mines from memory, a Roma, and a North Carolina. Oh, my memory serves me well. So, enemy Lexington's coming in hard. He's coming in hard on the Edinburgh. Takes a bit of a chunk there, but Eddie does get a heal. Finally lit. Taken plane with my Royal Navy AA. So you can see here the Kid and myself, we are both being aggressive here. I want to heal. Don't know if the enemy DD's radar or not, but trying to make it worth our while. That mines could hurt. Rather than going YOLOing in, I plan to reverse in, and I make a faux pas. let's just enjoy it for what it is. As you can see here, our Brandenburg is going wide. Hyesyang's up, is going for the health buff for his team. Strategically beached. I open up here, I'm lit. Well, not opening up. The Kid's going to get the heal buff. This smokes me in for some reason. Some terrible Cossacking there, I'm the first to admit it. Hydro's on, those deep water torps can't hurt us. Hydro's also up from the Eden. Hyesyang though is not in a great position. He's a radar DD as you can see here, but he's not really opening up. He's lit probably from the Eden's Hydro, but he's going to be in trouble here. He's going to be first blood. My aiming lately has been woeful. The Brandenburg secures, and here comes the Lexi. The Kid came out of his smoke. Maybe he was radar, but he's taken a lot of damage between the mines and between the CV. That's a lot of damage. He can heal parts of that back. The Kid does get a heal, but as it stands, he's got no smoke for a while. You know, I could do this thing that if you're watching Sapper, it's called teamwork, but I'm a selfish bastard. I already wrote him off as dead between the CV. Our CV gets credit for dropping a fighter over him. We've got the 1 heal buff. They do have the hit point increase, but their DD Le Fantasque has been clapped, he's been touched as well. So as I said, we've got the advantage. We don't lose the Kid here. The Lexington's got his eye in for him, but our Brandenburg is seeing the light. Presses W. Oh yeah, can't see. He definitely saw the light, and he's pressed W for some reason. Maybe he wants to end the game faster. I don't know. very, very interesting about what he plans to do here against... This probably would have worked had there been no CV, but the CV is just going to constantly load him. You've got a French DD, so he's obviously trying to rush to get his torps off trade with a BB, but it's a very one-dimensional move. He's getting cross-shot between the mines, the Lexington, North Carolina, and everything. LF makes a bit of a mistake here. Brandenburg gives him up, in my opinion, for nothing.
Torpedoes to port.
Damned island. There we go. LF is down. So again, we're up we're up by one boat. We've only lost one. The enemy team's lost two. We do have... Ooh, I take the small one there. North Carolina's pretty hurt. The Romans got a fire. We got heal buffs coming up on the 3-4 line. These heal buffs, they're just massive late game if you're still alive, especially with CVs if they focus you. I really don't like that both their BBs went to the 1 cap. It leaves the mines really without anything to back him up. He could take out the kid, he could help take out the Etten and the BB, but there's nothing for him to really... He could shoot over islands with a bit of spotting, but if he had a BB with him, he would be able to engage with the battleship. Doing a DD's favourite thing, we're just circle jerking in the middle of the map.
Smoke generator activated.
I open up here a little, trying to be a little bit cheeky, but the mines is a good shot.
Smoke screen set.
Apparently I'm not.
Engine boost deactivated.
So our Edden's in a really poor position. Middle of the map, he's got the North Carolina coming on his flank. He's got the mines in front of him. And he's got a roamer on the other flank. And for some reason he's persisting with shooting at the North Cal. The mines would be giving him a good angle here. In my opinion, he should be more focusing on that German cruiser, because that's going to be more hurtful to us as DD's long game, because the mines is awesome. I take too much hit point trade at this point.
Problem solved, sir.
Nice thing about the Cossack, I did mention she does get frequent smokes, and I'm using it this game.
Smoke screen set.
So we get the mines to about 15k. We lose the Edinburgh, no real surprise with where he was positioned on the map. North Carolina on the enemy team, you can see he is low, so really can't expect him to push in on that hit points, even though he's got a heal off. The enemy team not winning a heal, I think, really costs them this game. Because for whatever reason, our Brandenburg sailed in, the Vlad's just sailing in. I'm impressed the kid's still alive, he's healed back a good chunk of hit point.
Problem solved, sir.
Very lucky fire there on the mines, but what should have been a comfortable, strong position. As you can see on the hit points on the top of the screen, the Vlad's just gone down. So we're left now with the CV, 2 crippled DDs against the CV, a cruiser that has Hydra, and 2 BB.
Smoke generator activated.
So it's not a pretty picture.
Smoke screen set.
There's a nice permafire. I like increased damage. I actually like arms race in ranked or randoms. I actually think it is a good game mode, better than Epicenter ever was. CV gets a lucky damage there upon my steering here. Hydro's up from the mines, but another fire, 2k. I decide to weather this, and I still take a bit of a hit.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Thankfully, their BBs aren't aiming well. I do have the CV overhead. 3 heals left. At this point, I'm rather worried. The Romer's pretty healthy. The North Carolina's got a heal. Their Lexington's just bringing out his dive bomber. Again, having those 3 heals that we got is crucial, because we are healing pretty quickly.
Smoke screen set.
If a ship's going to give you a side, use your AP. At this point, I'm using, it's a bit floaty at this range, I'm using HE as well, because the AP is going to be good, but I'm trying to get those fires to quickly burn him down. Did move to AP, but comes nose in. So here I am. I'm down to 2 smokes, regaining my health nicely. Got a plane overhead. The kid is pretty hurt as well. He's ducking and diving. At this point, if I was in a BB, I probably think we're going to win it. The Lexington, my opinion, he actually played well for the opposition. He actually played really well. He kept dropping us. He brought the right planes out, tried to spot. So I think he has played well. A couple torps into the Roma. I'm trying to secure his kill. My HE shells are missing. Oh look, it's a non-penetration, and because I didn't kill him, I get clapped a little bit. Another salvo misses. What is this dodgy aim from this person?
Enemy battleship sunk.
I actually liked Alphabet. I gave him a comp. I know, shock horror comping a CV, but it didn't try to secure the Roma there. He actually saw he was low. Rather than waste his planes, he just assumed I or the kid, who's nearly near death, would shoot. And we did, and he just put his planes onto the North Carolina. Kid's down. Both CVs, like the enemy Alexei at that point, he left the kid, you could see there was a permanent fire. Picking on a poor DD.
Problem solved, sir.
As I said, for some reason, the enemy team were not happy with their CV, but I couldn't fault him. I thought he actually, coming up against him, I actually thought he focused well. He hit the Brandenburg, he hit both DDs, he focused on the Vlad. He played exceptionally well. I'm not sure why they're so salty with him, but it is what it is. When you lose, you always look to someone like that. If you can, if you're in a DD, try, don't give up those heals, especially in arms racing ranked. It's just too crucial. I would have been dead. I honestly would have been dead without those heals. Now it's me without a with no more smoke. And here comes the Lexington, and like he knows what he has to do to win. He's pushing his hull to the cap. Someone on the other team is saying he's a trash carrier, but as I said, I actually think the carrier played exceptionally well. I'm so lucky.
Problem solved, sir.
So I'm using it now, DD's greatest asset of just dodging. blindly hoped that the CV would come out, but he didn't. Stratus, Linnaeus. I should have been clapped, but again, very fortunate. It's like you're watching your death come in for you. That was RNG. Had I gone straight, that would have absolutely clapped me. Just turning out, I was very lucky I still didn't take one in the side, but CV's up. Time for a bit of revenge. It's only at this point do I feel that we're going to pull it off. But he's consistently come out with his dive bombers, like they are the best weapon against me, and there goes the Lex, and that is a win. You can see here on the end the screen, I get a Dreadnought, we get a high cal, 138,000, 3 kills, a whole bunch of resets, and the capture consumables. Not many planes, because, you know what, I was getting trolled. Base XP, still worth mentioning, over nearly 2,400, our CV 1,800, but this is what I want to commend the enemy CV. 1,800 on a loss, like, his team called him trash, but he played pretty well, but in the end, I'll take a victory. That is Silver League ranked on NA. Hopefully your experience against CVs wasn't as painful as that, unless they've clapped you mercilessly, and then I'm not going to say report them, but there is that report button. Till then, see you in the game. Have a good one.